Welcome back, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we are looking at one of the most beloved, fascinating, and honestly, wildly intelligent creatures on our planet. We're talking, of course, about dolphins. Humans have always been deeply fascinated by these animals. And frankly, I think it's partly because dolphins just always seem so incredibly cheerful. Meanwhile, the rest of humanity is collectively paying taxes and arguing online. We could probably learn a thing or two from them. So, get ready, because we're going to unpack exactly what makes these marine mammals so spectacular in today's explainer.
Okay, let's dive into this, literally. Just look at how incredible they are in motion. Dolphins are world-renowned for their acrobatic nature. They have these perfectly streamlined bodies built for incredibly fast swimming. In fact, some species can effortlessly glide through the water at over 20 miles per hour. But there is a whole lot more going on beneath the surface than just impressive leaps and flips.
Here's the roadmap for today's explainer. First, meet the marine mammals. Second, geniuses of the sea. Third, habitat and conservation. And we'll wrap up with 4 frequently asked questions.
Section 1. Meet the marine mammals. We constantly see dolphins sharing the exact same environment with fish, but biologically speaking, what actually separates a dolphin from the fish swimming right beside it?
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer evolutionary divergence. Despite living their entire lives in the water, dolphins are absolutely not fish. They are mammals. This means they breathe air through lungs, not gills, they're warm-blooded, they give birth to live young, and they have incredibly smooth skin instead of scales.
Let's look a little closer at that incredible anatomy. Their fusiform, which basically means torpedo-shaped body, is perfectly adapted for marine life. They have a dorsal fin on their back that actually helps with thermoregulation, keeping their body temperature in check, and horizontal tail flukes for some really powerful propulsion. That blowhole on top of their head, that allows them to breathe, but they have to do it consciously. And this is wild. Amazingly, beneath the smooth dermis of their flippers, which actually sheds regularly to reduce drag, they have bone structures that are strikingly similar to human hands.
And they come in an amazing variety. There are roughly 40 distinct species of dolphins belonging to the order Cetacea, and the size variation is just staggering. You have the tiny Maui dolphin, measuring about 1.7 meters long, all the way up to massive giants that can weigh over 6 tons.
Section 2. Geniuses of the sea. When you study dolphin cognition, you really can't help but be awestruck. Did you know that the brain size of a dolphin, relative to its body size, actually rivals that of humans?
One of their greatest biological superpowers is echolocation. This is essentially a highly sophisticated biological sonar. A dolphin emits a series of clicks and then listens for the returning echoes to map out their surroundings with pinpoint accuracy. Their hearing is absolutely phenomenal. They can pick up frequencies up to 100 kilohertz, which is way beyond human capacity. This makes them masterful hunters, allowing some dolphins to track down and eat up to 30 pounds of fish, squid, and crustaceans in a single day.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how complex their social lives are. Dolphins live in social groups called pods, which can range from just a few individuals to superpods of over 1,000. Within these pods, they communicate using clicks, body language, and whistles. In fact, research shows that each individual dolphin develops a unique signature whistle. They literally have names for each other, which they use to bond, cooperate during hunts, and maintain their complex social structures.
The depth of their intelligence is almost alien to us. They demonstrate remarkable problem-solving skills and are one of the very few animals proven to recognize themselves in mirrors, which is a massive indicator of self-awareness. Furthermore, researchers have actually observed cultural transmission of behavior in dolphins, meaning they actually teach new skills and tricks to their young and to their peers. It's not just instinct, it's culture.
But this intelligence comes with unique biological challenges, especially when it's time to rest. So the crucial point is this. Because dolphins must consciously choose to surface and breathe through their blowholes, they can never completely pass out. If they did, they would literally drown. To solve this, they sleep with one eye open, shutting down and resting only one half of their brain at a time. How crazy is that? Section 3. Habitat and conservation. While dolphins are incredibly adaptable and brilliant, their ecology and survival are currently facing some very serious, very urgent challenges in the modern world.
First off, dolphins have a truly global distribution. You'll find them in every ocean on Earth, mostly preferring temperate and tropical waters, gracefully navigating everything from deep, open seas to vibrant coral reefs. In a healthy wild environment, The lifespan for many of these species ranges anywhere from 20 to 45 or even 50 years.
However, the data shows they are facing severe threats, primarily driven by human activity. Major conservation issues include deadly entanglement in fishing nets, which is known as bycatch. There's also the escalating crisis of plastic pollution and habitat loss. Additionally, noise pollution from large ships severely disrupts that echolocation we talked about, which they rely on to survive. Because of these factors, several populations, such as the vaquita, which is a closely related porpoise, and the Yangtze River dolphin, are now critically endangered or feared extinct.
Section 4. Frequently asked questions. We've got 4 rapid-fire trivia questions drawn straight from the biological quirks we just covered. Let's see how you do.
Question number 1. Are killer whales actually dolphins? We hear the word whale in the name, so it can definitely be a bit confusing. What do you think?
The answer is yes. The orca, commonly known as the killer whale, is technically the largest member of the dolphin family, the Delphinidae. They are massive apex predators, highly social, and share all those key biological characteristics we discussed earlier.
Question number 2. How are dolphin calves born to avoid drowning? Remember, we noted earlier that dolphins breathe air and must consciously reach the surface to do so. So how on earth does birth work underwater?
Well, nature has a brilliant solution. After an 11 to 12-month gestation period, dolphin calves are typically born tail first. This evolutionary adaptation significantly reduces the risk of the baby drowning during the birthing process, giving it the crucial moments it needs to reach the surface for that vital first breath. Moving to question 3. Do dolphins really use tools? We highlighted their genius-level intellect and cultural transmission, but does that translate to actual tool use out there in the wild?
Amazingly, yes they do. Researchers have observed a fascinating behavior where some dolphins actually carry sea sponges on their rostrums, which are their snouts. They use these sponges as physical shields to protect their faces from sharp rocks and stingrays while they forage along the rough ocean floor.
And our final question, number 4. Are there dolphins that live in freshwater rivers? We usually picture them leaping through ocean waves. But is that their only habitat?
Yes, and it truly shows their adaptability. There are entirely unique species of river dolphins that inhabit freshwater systems. Excellent examples include the famous pink Amazon river dolphin found in South America and the Ganges river dolphin in India.
And that brings us to the end of our dive into the incredible world of dolphins. From their half-brain sleep cycles to their unique names and echolocation superpowers, they truly are the geniuses of the sea. But I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Knowing how brilliant, socially complex, and self-aware these creatures are, how can we better coexist with these ocean geniuses to ensure their conservation? It's a question we all need to reflect on if we want to preserve these magnificent animals for future generations. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.